chose the wrong thing. I'm like, what the heck? All right, so kind of old news, but new to the podcast. We didn't get a chance to get around to it.
Oh, so we just gonna do the clip?
As opposed to what?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, I was like, what? Did I miss something?
No. I just want to know.
Yes. So check this out. We all heard the story about Cam Newton, but here's the video, and we'll talk about it.
My situation, and I think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
See my situation. That's a very vague question, and it's for you.
What situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from. This is. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yeah, some more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
I'm sorry. I got to stop and ask this question.
Right?
Naps and Beauty, Sierra. How would you feel your man wearing pants like this and got his legs crossed like this? We talked about it before, but I'm just curious because that's just it's cringy to see that for me. But
what, at the hip, first at the ankle, like they say? Because, you know, a lot of men cross their legs. But
right, yeah.
But you're trying to say, because his is at the hip, above the knee. No, I'm just, you laughing, but I'm trying to get where you're really coming from with it. I'm trying to break it down. So you're saying at the hip?
Yeah, it's all, Be Humble said men aren't to sit like that. He said Cam Newton is a joke. But, yeah, I mean, that's part of it. That's a part of it. But it's also the fact that it's like he's leaned back. You know,
he's chilling.
When I've seen men sit like this, they're sitting up. It's like then he got the super tight pants on too. It's like, ugh.
I fuck with Cam though. I can't even lie to you. I really fuck with Cam. I don't fuck with this part about him I don't agree with the baby mama and all that shit. But overall, Cam Newton, because I fuck with him as he's a football player. Auburn, I like his story. I like everything he did about that. I fucks with Cam.
Yeah, it's a dope person.
Yeah, I fucks with Cam.
I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God to bring him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just.
Because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you would say it, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
Drinking and driving is a decision that could change your whole world. You can face. Next time
that's
you're out
essentially
drinking,
the clip that
call
went
Uber or get
crazy.
pulled over.
Based. You have. You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active, okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period.
By the way, I heard this lady was also 40, not married, and no kids. By the way.
Hold on. I want to pause that, right? And I want to piggyback off what you just said, too. Does that still negate what she said?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm just saying, like, we were just talking about Ebony K. Williams and Melissa Ford and the Danger Girl.
Yeah,
like,
but
you can't wait to be a mother. You ain't. Come on, you're not an ugly lady.
Yeah.
You're fit.
You
have clients where I'm sure you have all kinds of corporate connections where you have men coming at you. How has it not happened if you really want it?
But what I'm saying is, because I'm a believer in doing the same thing you just did too. It's about why are we trying to take from what she said in her message? Because you say that, and then people try to go that route instead of like, no, let's just stay strictly on what she was talking about in her message. Not talking about her her personal life and nothing like that. What she said was completely true.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
So I don't think we should. And I'm not jumping on you. I'm talking about I'm putting everybody in this boat because everybody do it. Because I've done it before too. When you don't kind of like what somebody said, so you bring up but you ain't got this and you ain't got that and you ain't done this. But listen to the message. We're not talking about the messenger. We're talking about the message.
Well, this is where I'm glad we're having this conversation because I always wonder where we can draw parallels in what people are saying versus what they're doing, right? Like in one situation, somebody could tell her, well, you don't have kids, so you can't tell him nothing. You're not married either, so you can't tell him nothing.
Okay, so it's a crackhead out here smoking crack. He say don't smoke crack. You still gonna smoke it?
Well, this is
It's like the same thing, is it? Is it not? You still just. I'm not looking at the messenger. I'm looking at the message. He said don't smoke crack. I don't give a fuck what he doing in his personal life. I know not to smoke crack.
of course not going to smoke crack, man.
My point exactly.
We talking about. This is what I'm saying. Like when it comes to specifically with kids, some people say, don't tell me what to do with my kids because you don't have none. And if you did have your own, worry about your own. So which one is it?
And I just
because this person is telling a man with kids, 8 kids, 3 different women, which is absolutely insane, by the way, that, oh, you're creating this and that and you're doing this and that, which I'm not taking away from that. That's what she's saying is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. I'm just saying, that aspect of the interview got outshined or didn't even really get mentioned at all by much of anybody. For Cam Newton having 3 child's mothers with 8 and having 8 kids.
Oh, so they got on her for not having no kids or nothing at all, but you're talking about him,
right?
Oh, so that's what the people were saying.
Yeah, and
that's why I'm going by when I say, and I'm included too. I think everybody does this. To your point, everybody want to use it to their point to try to prove their point. Like, how you going to try to talk about me and this and you doing this and
right.
And that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm jumping on you. I'm just saying we need to pull away from that type of thing and just listen to the message sometimes. Because a lot of people get in their feelings and not being adult about it, because I call that being adult about it, because you want to be like a kid, like, oh, you ain't got this and you ain't done this. How you going to tell me? But I'm giving you some valid information. Like, if it don't matter, to me, it don't matter who give you the information. I ain't saying go follow them.
Right.
I'm saying about if the message is there. If the message is right, the message is right. It don't matter who really say it.
See
what?
When he sit back like that,
he listened though.
But no, I think that's another aspect of the conversation, though. That's another aspect of the conversation, because all things contribute.
I look at it as like, okay, like if we take it from the political thing we got going on, Trump and Kamala. I don't want to get her name wrong, but so if I say, well, what are her policies? Their response is going to be, well, what are Trump policies?
We're not talking about her. We're not talking.
Right. So if
I'm voting for you, so what the fuck is your policy?
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying. If we're having a discussion, it always turns. You know what I'm saying. So it's always a stalemate there. Right. So, but in this situation, to me, is she's somebody that Cam Newton brought on the show. Right. She's a doctor, psychologist, psychiatrist, psychotherapist. Cool. Yeah. So I don't even know why what she got going on even really matter, because he brought her on the show. Mm-hmm. He knows the questions. Yeah. Right. She's a professional. So what she got? I mean, that's like me wondering what the fuck the doctor got going on. You know what I mean? Or just anything in life. It's like, dude, you brought her on the show. I know he didn't have a problem with it, but for everybody else, it's like, okay, y'all pointing fingers at her. But this is her profession. This is what she do. She's trying to help you get to
better your life.
Yeah, better your life.
And that's what the conversation before, not taking responsibility and want to point fingers at everything else. That's a key thing, and not taking responsibility for what you got going on. You worry about other this stuff. I'm talking about fixing your household right now. I'm not talking about my house.
Yeah,
we're trying to fix yours.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. You not finna. You had kids all over the place. You're not gonna, be a proper parent to all of them.
Especially while having a career.
Yeah, and having a career, but just having kids here, there, one's in one state. Because you're an athlete. He's an athlete, so he probably ain't gonna live in the same state as all the kids. He's probably gonna live in the same state as the current baby mama. Yeah, you know what I mean. So,
but what she said was all true, and we've been saying that. We are big advocates on family. We say that shit all the time. We've been talking about this since we had a pod. That we do not condone that shit whatsoever. Facts. I don't give a fuck how much money you have, because people don't look at it like, oh, I got enough money to take care of them. But okay, you got 8 kids, like she said, you got 8 kids with 3 different baby mamas. You with the 3rd baby mama and your 2 kids, right? They wake up with you on Christmas and open gifts. Where are the other 6 kids? with their stepfather opening up gifts in that house that you bought.
Or just something as simple as your kid somewhere in another state or away and they fall, they hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? They looking for their father. They need, somebody to console them.
And then you make division amongst the kids. Because now the kids looking at like, you love them more than you love me. You was there with them all the time.
No, I love their mama more.
See, but it makes division amongst the kids too. You had Pops there. Pops was with you all the time. Yeah. He wasn't with me. Fuck what he talking about. I don't care what he say.
Right.
It makes division.
Yeah, absolutely. And you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And that's one of the things that I think about when I hear men having multiple children with multiple different women. That's literally the first thing I think about.
Right.
Is how are you involved in all of their lives?
It's a true fact. You're giving one more attention than you're giving the other.
I got everybody some shoes for
but you ain't giving them the attention. That attention they need. You wasn't there. They wasn't, even if,
well, my daddy wasn't there.
But bro, what people fail to realize is a kid waking up to you in the house, knowing that you sleeping next to their mother when they come busting in the room, is way more much love than any other thing you can do. You waking up in that house is a big deal. Even if you coming in 2, 3 in the morning because you was at work, you was doing whatever when they wake up and they finna go brush them teeth and they see you in that house, that is a big deal. That's something big right there. People don't understand how big that is to kids. For you to be there, you just gotta be there. You can figure everything else out there. When you in the household together and we going over these rules and regulations, what's in this household, you being there is a big deal. People don't I don't get why men don't realize that. You can throw all the money at a problem all you want to, but you there. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal.
I think it's a big problem too that he said he wants more. I think so how are you going now that brings questions to my head. How are you going to navigate this now? How are you going to navigate this? Are you going to make what you at 3 for 8? You at a 3-8 ratio. So what are you going to make 4 and 9?
I don't even blame him.
4 and 12.
Looking at the women.
Yeah, after a while.
I start looking at the women.
It's kind of like, dude,
you know why I don't?
Having babies by him?
You know why I don't?
Why?
Because they're looking at him as a paycheck anyway.
Well, that's your fault.
But that's still a right. Because people get on me. I had this conversation with a couple young ladies, right? He's one guy that fucked up 3 women. So I blame them women. Let's reverse the role. If it was that one woman and she fucked over 8 dudes, I look at them 8 dudes like, why the fuck are you still having babies with this one woman when she already have them many baby daddies? So I don't look at the particular who have all the kids. I look at the opposite. Because what told you to go have some more kids by that person that has all those people already? That's the way I look at it.
Specifically for men in the entertainment industry, the first thing that comes to my mind when it comes to why they would do it is because they're looking at them as a paycheck.
But
that's the wrong way to look at this.
And you're right. I'm not
your
agreeing
morals
with
and compass is fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying that's just how it works. Like I forget what is it? Oh my goodness, it's Bow Wow's. It sounds so ghetto. Bow Wow's baby mama has another baby, has a baby with somebody in another person in music, and now is having a third child with somebody that's a football player, if I'm not mistaken.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think it's is it Diggs? I think it's Diggs probably. Baby, I don't know. I might be mistaken. Forgive me, Diggs, if you watching this, but you're supposed to be. Matter of fact, motherfucker, y'all fucked up today, Dallas. It's another thing for another show. I'm kind of triggered by that too, but it is a football player. She got 3 babies by 3 different football players.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we not talking about that person, but what's her name? Who had the baby by the boy from the Houston Rockets? Young boy, 23.
Oh, I know who you talking. I know you talking.
Drea
Michelle. Yeah,
Drea Michelle.
Yeah.
Guess what? She has another baby by a dude, Tyrod Taylor, who played for the Jets too. And they going through a battle right now about her getting out of this man's house because she didn't have another baby by him.
Sierra said Nick Cannon in Future, prime example.
Shit, Ocho Cinco. I love all these football players. We just using you because y'all got these kids. We using y'all. Don't try to say we throwing shots or nothing. We fuck with y'all or whatever. But y'all are some of the poster childs for having this and fucking up black homes.
I don't give no fuck about them niggas. Boy, rent on the 1st of the month.
It's
rent is due. Fuck about you.
Going back, National Beauty said, looks like he's dipping in his BM's closet. Talking about Cam Newton's clothes. Be Humble said he think he has money in the bank. You can't tell him nothing. Sierra said, that's crazy. SMH like kids are collective items. Nazar Beauty said, this is similar to childish people commenting on other children's behavior. And that's what I'm getting at, Nazar Beauty. I think we're on the same thought process. It's like if Maul come, we have get-togethers over my house, right? And every time I have a get-together over my house, when people start getting there, my house dish is still in the sink. The floor still needs to be swept. Got clothes all over everywhere. That's supposed to already be. I'm supposed to prepare my house before people come over there. Now, if every time I have a get together, my house is dirty, then I go over to Maul's house when he has a get together and say, "Maul, you need to wash your dishes." What's the first thing he gonna say?
I said you're right, but I'm saying, is that right though?
But she's a professional that he brought on the show. This isn't a random person.
But I think it's still, even with random people, I still think it's okay because we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about you. That's like when we get in an argument and I told you, hey, man, you did this, and this, and I didn't like. But, nigga, you still owe me this and you did this. Hold on.
Well, what I'm saying with her is sometimes random people can't just comment on my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't talking to you. But if I'm talking to you and, you know what I'm saying, I brought you in if you're a random person and I brought you in to comment on my life, then that's one thing. He brought her in. She's a professional to comment on his life. I'm trying to figure out what's the problem.
I'm with you on that.
I meant to listen to this entire conversation because I don't know if that was her purpose. I think that's just kind of where the conversation went.
He brought her. Bro, you think she would have been a random woman? Should have just been on the show?
No, I mean, like, he brought her on to have a conversation, but I don't think he brought her on for this particular part of their conversation specifically.
But that's how it started. He said, people think this of me, and he started breaking it down.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily think that that's what she was there for,
but
to be a therapist, to tell him anything about how I think, and that's why I say I don't know. I need to listen to the entire interview.
But if we're having a conversation, it's going to come up.
And that's what I'm saying. Because it's been, from what I'm hearing from y'all, it sounded like she's a therapist. He brought her on the show, so he should have known that this was going to happen. I don't think that was the purpose of her being there. I think it was there to talk.
It's like if the nigga would have bring a auto mechanic on the show, and he started talking about, see, people think my car, and then the auto mechanic is telling, yeah, your car is doing this, this, and this. He's an auto mechanic. He's special, right. So we're going to talk about it.
Right, and I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying I don't know one way or the other if her purpose was there to be like a therapist to him, or for them to talk about whatever.
You think that matters?
Well, I think when we trying to say, well, she's a therapist, so he's therapizing her.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not even looking at the therapist part. I'm looking at them having a conversation, and we're going back and forth, and I just gave you some advice.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing. I want to specify that I'm not disagreeing that her being a therapist, that stuff shouldn't have come up. I'm saying there's a difference in somebody being there for a specific purpose versus it just coming out in conversation.
Well, he could have not said nothing about him. I mean,
I agree.
He brought himself up, and you're talking to a therapist. Otherwise, I don't have to watch the whole. I don't have time to watch everybody's shit. So I wouldn't see no other reason to even bring her on the show. So we can talk about who and what else. Who else we going to talk about?
Because the way the conversation started off, he was talking about, I'm high functioning. They were talking about high functioning and high value. And he said he was high functioning. Or something like that.
Yeah, that whole.
That's how it started.
Her and she started explaining that. It may even be in this clip.
Yeah, but it's
that part was nonsense.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, look, everybody know like psychiatrists and psychologists, they got shit going on within their own person. They need to see psychs and
they do. They should have them. They should have a psychiatrist.
They do, but it doesn't negate that they still may have good and pertinent information.
I think we had this conversation in one of the group chats where me and a couple of the other guys, and I was saying about, because they were saying they didn't fuck with a person. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but if they give you good advice, you still wouldn't take it? No, because I don't fuck with that person. I'm like, what? So if they give you, even though they did what they did, if they give you good money management advice that can help you make some money, you're not going to take that advice? Just because you don't like them as a person?
I definitely take advice from somebody that I don't like if it makes sense and it's something that I can do.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying about. But that's what I was saying in the group chat. But they was like, but I don't mess with this person, and this person did this. I'm like, bro, but they're giving you sound advice, stuff that makes sense to you, but you're not going to use it because you just don't like them.
I guess it depends on how often you're going to come across a person that you don't like that you're going to be actually listening to them.
But it was a clip off like social media.
Yeah.
And they were saying that they don't like what that person did and they did this, that, and the third.
All right, no, what I'm saying is that, okay, say whoever, like if I didn't like Trump or whatever, or Kamala, okay, and they had some information. I'm not looking for the information from them. Yeah. So like something comes on or whatever, I'll breeze right over that because it's not nothing. I don't care what they talking about because I'm not even looking at them.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
You
okay,
know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody directly said, hey, I think you should check this out from Trump or Kamala or whatever, this might be helpful for you in your situation, then I'll listen to it. Okay, yeah. But in general, I probably wouldn't naturally go out and look for stuff from them.
Okay. Yeah.
Sierra said, Bow Wow, Future, and a football player.
Yeah, I think it was Diggs.
That
it was Diggs
one
there.
girl.
I think it was Diggs there. It was probably Diggs.
Okay, man. Shout out to her, man. Getting them some money, man. These niggas are stupid, man.
Straight up.
Anton talked about him. It was Diggs.
Okay. Yeah, I can look it up while we talking.
No, he ain't got to say. I was just.
But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. Mm-hmm. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without Daddy being there. Mm-hmm. Now, you chose to do that.
I think a lot of times the people who probably had the real issue with that is the same people who got all these kids every fucking well. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Because I don't see nothing that she's saying wrong.
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Point exactly.
Like we start pointing to shit that has nothing to. We got an alternator problem, and you want to tell me about the lights out in the back. I don't care about none of that. She's telling me about the alternator problem here.
Right. Yeah.
I need to get my car started. Yeah. These lights back. But that's what I was saying about you. We as people, and I think all of us. I think everybody has generally done this before because you didn't like what was coming up, the message. You want to try to find and go around like, well, your house ain't clean either, and you doing this. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about this right here. Is this true, what she just said? What she just said was 100% facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why are we going about talking about she don't have no kids and she's 40 plus and she don't have a man and this, that, and the third? That's not got nothing to do with nothing.
And I think the issue is that people will offer up information to you, and then when you have a opinion about the information that they gave you,
thank you,
or they ask you a question, they don't like your answer or your opinion, then keep your issues and shit you got to your fucking self.
Thank you.
Like, don't just offer up information, because every time you offer up information, I'm the type of person, I'm going to have an opinion about it. So I might not be the person that you will. I'm not just here so you can just talk and then I ain't going to have no opinion. That's part of dialogue, too, and being a fucking adult. You know, so I can have some opinion about it. Now, don't turn around and because if I have an opinion about what you got going on, I'm not going to dog you, or I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, disrespect you in any type of way. But then don't bring no shit up that maybe I told you, because people would do that too. They'll turn around, oh, well, shit, I'll throw that in your face.
Yeah. But you know what it is too? I eat social media. Mm. Then there's the black people hating on the black people, but you put your fucking business out here. Mm. You put everything you want somebody to know, but then you get mad and talking about, oh, y'all broke, you need to stay out of rich people. But you putting all your information.
Facebook. They would do it on Facebook, right? And then somebody have an opinion, you know, you'll comment your opinion.
Yeah.
Well, this is my page.
But you put your business out there.
That happened to me, bro. That happened to me. So this dude he said, I just rewatched The Walking Dead or something like that. He said, I just rewatched The Walking Dead. I was like, you just wasted your time, my boy. And he said, respectfully, what I do with my time is my business.
There you go, right there. That's him.
Bro, you just said it on Facebook. What are you even talking about? And I said, respectfully, you make your business everyone's business when you put it out on the internet.
That's 100% facts. That's what every celebrity that put their stuff in their business and their life out here, then when regular people comment about it, now you want to call them broke, go get your kids, and now your feelings hurt. Because you didn't put your business out here, and now regular people have a thought about your business.
Facts.
Yeah, because people will randomly tell you shit, boy. I mean, it's not like I'm prying. It's not like I'm looking what you got. I don't give no fuck what you got going on.
You put it out there for me to know about it. I didn't know about what you was got going on.
So, Sierra, you are absolutely correct. I don't know how to pronounce it. Joy Chavis? Chavez?
Yeah, Chavez.
Joy Chavez, who has a child with Bow Wow and future pregnant by 25-year-old NFL star Trevon Diggs.
Yeah, I remember you sending that clip to us about Antoine was talking about him. He was like, "You just got finessed, my boy," or something like that. You too young to be getting finessed like that.
Get the money, man.
He got a brother too, though.
If they
Stefan
offering it to
Diggs.
you by way of their baby batter, so
Hey, baby batter. It's crazy.
It's crazy work.
It's crazy work.
I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear? Do it anyways. And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Oh, let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with.
I think that's facts.
And then
I think that's facts.
Well,
Yeah,
You still, even when you decide to, and that's no disrespect, I got mad love for Mrs. Marlin, Mrs. Everyday, of course. I'm just saying, generally speaking, from a man's perspective, you still have some level of uneasiness.
about what?
Or nervousness, or let me let her.
I mean, maybe if you're gonna, you hope everything is gonna pan out.
Yeah, just like a
Right.
what if worst case scenario comes up type of
Yeah,
thing.
that you're able to provide for the family. Yeah, for sure.
So wait, say it again? I'm not following you.
So like when it comes to getting married, right?
Okay.
Even though you're sure about your choice,
Yeah.
do you think it's a natural thing? Part one, and do you think most men, if not all men, go through that what if thought process? Like, what if things don't work out?
I don't think once I got the fears, I don't think I've been fearful of my marriage, because I know I pick right. God if it happens, it happens. And it's stuff like that. Like, I'm going to go with my brother Jay every day, say, man, that's part of the game if it happens. I'm not going to be fearful and do that. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I'm doing everything right. I'm going to provide. My biggest fear for me and my family and my kid and my son and my wife is me not being able to provide and protect. That's my only fear. I don't have no fear of her going out doing anything. I don't have no fear of this or that, the third. It's just me, is I can't protect them from whatever's coming. That's going to hurt my feelings and make me and fuck me up the most, and I can't provide what they need on a regular, everyday basis, their basic needs. That's the only thing. I'm not worried about nothing else. I'm not worried about any other thing, I'm not worried about none of that shit. Because if it happened, it happened. I can't control what you do anyway. I can only tell you what the rules and regulations is, and if you fuck up the rules and regulations, I'm going to have a choice to be made. You don't want me to make that choice. Then you're going to be hurt. So I don't, what she talking about, I can't say it applies to me because I really don't feel that fear of that. It's just my biggest fear for me and mine is not being able to protect or provide. That's the only two. I have nothing else.
Much respect.
I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can talk.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair. And it's selfish. And so,
What did he say? I mean,
She said
Tell me when I
almost.
can talk.
She said, okay, almost.
yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health-wise, and community-wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men with what?
Stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless, but you over here at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will, you'll get whatever you want, you're trying to create a home. totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. Epitome of selfish.
So what's up, Dr. Brian? You ain't trying to be baby mama number 4.
Fuck all that shit you talking about.
Let me holler at you at backstage, Dr. Brian.
Now, some beauty said, what kind of woman would want to marry someone like that?
Oh, it's plenty.
Thank you. I was like, listen, what?
It's plenty. It's not a problem.
Especially one of his baby mamas. I guarantee you, if he goes back and says and proposes to any one of the 3 of them, they going.
Yeah.
Especially if he's looking to get I guess you could say add to the roster, and he finds somebody completely new, and he's presenting his lifestyle, his popularity, his resources to her, and she's never had that level of resources before, those levels of opportunities. What?
This is why back in the day, I'm talking about way, just way back. But this is why they had they had their concubines. I know it's crazy signing, but they had them, right? Because they had to provide a place for them. So they was all still kind of within it wasn't nobody all over the place. So he was still able to be a father to those kids that he had children by. You know what I mean? And that's basically what I'm saying. I'm not saying, people live their lives however, but it was, he was still able to be a father to those kids.
Be Humble said, I know one was a stripper. For real? I didn't know that. He said he don't pick, Cam Newton doesn't pick well. So here's a question regarding this. What would be you guys' sentiment? I would like to ask the doctor if I could. What would be her sentiment if he brings all of them, the 3 baby mamas and the 8 children, into one household?
I'm with that. I'll say that all the time. If you're going to do that, let's do it right. Don't be having these people all over the place.
A compound.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get a compound where everybody had a house and where all these kids can come at any matter of time and pull on your coattail or pull on your thing. Like, Pops, let's go do this. Pops, let's go do that. You got a big minivan or an Astro van or a goddamn Sprint out here. You go put all the kids in there. We all go where we need to go together. We all go to the grocery store. We all go to the park. We all go do all this stuff together. I don't have no problem with that if that's what you want to do. It's just, to me, when you got people out here and you got broken homes out here and you got kids with mental health problems, and then that's when they start fucking up. That's when they start getting in the streets. They start turning to other alternatives because you're not there. That's the big thing about me. So if you have them all in the same house, I'm totally fine with that. Even though I'm fine with how you're doing it now, because if you like it, I love it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't me out here. It ain't my kids out here running wild. That's yours.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not, but it is, right? Because eventually, your child can end up with one of his kids. You know what I'm saying? One of his daughters. One of his, you had boys end up with one of his daughters.
I thought you said that.
Boys end up with, no.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely don't condone that, not even on the Sunday. We don't definitely not doing that on the Sunday.
Okay.
But, you might end up with somebody that came from that background, and now you have to deal with that. Your child has to deal with those people. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, that's the unfortunate truth, and we got a lot of that going on. So
I agree with you on that. I agree.
I think that's something that I know I didn't really think about. Probably eventually maybe would have come to mind. But yeah, like Nick Cannon having all these kids, and he's not there to be a father to them in the way that a father needs to be there. And then one of his kids, because he doesn't, contribution is that they didn't have a relationship with him, and they go do something crazy, or other people's kids end up in the vicinity of their kids, and now their life is affected. It definitely is a trickle down effect. It definitely is a trickle down effect. But that's all I got for that for now. Y'all got anything else?
Hell no.
Because it was a question too, like this girl, right? She had said, I heard this on the they had a conversation about this. I know Spaces, you probably heard about this too. She said she don't want to date nobody or take nobody serious that didn't have a 2-parent household. And a lot of people got on her because the same thing you said.
Who said it?
It was a girl.
Oh, okay.
It was on a podcast. And the same thing you just did, where they said, well, did you have your parents? She was like, no. It was like, well, how you going to ask? You taking the wrong message. What did she just say? She said she came across a bunch of people that had 2 parents. They were probably a little bit much more you know.
Yeah, I this sounds familiar.
Yeah, so and that was kind of crazy to go along with what y'all just said. I just mentioned that real quick. That's all.
Yes. So the next thing on the docket to talk about today. Well, I don't know where that came from. This guy.
Okay.
We know that there was a whole lot of ruckus and discourse in the, I don't know, different circles of people having conversations about stuff. Kendrick Lamar was chosen to do the Super Bowl halftime show in 2025. The Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans, and we know that New Orleans has its own staple in the music industry. But a lot of people were saying it should be Lil Wayne. So what are you guys' thoughts?
Trevor, there you go first.
Yeah, I think it should be Wayne. I think it should be Lil Wayne. And that's the city. They're in New Orleans. Like, to me, you just don't bring, like, especially hip hop. Like when they went to California, when they was out in L.A. When they was in L.A., right?
Yeah, it was at
L.A. When they did L.A., they brought all the West Coast legends out and people from that, that area. So when you in New Orleans, you show love and bring, Lil Wayne out and everybody else that was with him or, from around that area. Like if you go down to wherever, Atlanta, bring the Atlanta people, you know what I'm saying? New York, you're going to have New York people.
Oh, especially if you're doing hip hop.
Yeah, especially, I don't care what they doing, like when they country or whatever. I don't give no fuck about none of that. But I'm talking about with hip hop. Like, just show love and respect because as far as I know, Jay-Z is over that. So to me, he should already get it.
Over
like
the picking. He helped pick who's supposed to be doing this.
Yeah, so I don't know. That might be a slight. From what I hear, Jay-Z is a bit of a hater, and essentially that.
Mal, go ahead.
There you go.
I asked the question.
I understand that. It's okay. We can break rules a little. I just want to hear what y'all, because I really don't. Okay, I go. I totally agree with, what Jerry Day said. It's like, but it really didn't matter to me. But I understand where, this is hometown. Weezy a GOAT, Weezy all this stuff. But only thing that came to my mind, right, is Weezy's supposed to be doing. But I'm like, but why didn't they pick him? Like, I want to know what was the reason y'all didn't. Did he not, like, was some of his concerts not busting like they should be of late? Did his y'all didn't like some of the records he was bringing out late or something like that? I want to know why didn't y'all pick him? Or did y'all pick Kendrick Lamar because he was just hot right now? Kendrick just on fire right now.
Didn't they just pick Usher for the last Super Bowl?
Yeah, but Usher was on fire too right now. He was doing the residency in Las Vegas.
Right, you do it in Vegas, and he's doing the residency in Vegas, and they picked Usher. Right. So he represents Vegas at this point.
Yeah.
Right. So, cool. He represents Vegas. They got a motherfucker from Vegas to represent Vegas.
Yeah.
Right. So, and Usher, it's not like Usher had big musical hits on the radio at that time.
Okay.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? He just had the residency in Vegas. It was like, okay, let's bring him out. To me, you could have did the same thing with Wayne.
Yeah. So
Wayne got plenty of hits that kind of go across. With rock and all types of stuff, you could, everybody bop to his song. So I don't see the problem.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I would want to see. How do y'all make y'all selections? That's the big question right there. How do y'all make the selections of who y'all going to pick for this Super Bowl? And where was Wayne ranked on that list? Because I know y'all had a list of people that y'all was considering. So where did Wayne rest on the list, and why did Kendrick get picked over Wayne in this city? I just want to know, like, just some why questions. That's all.
I heard that. That threw a wrench into what I was thinking when you said Jay-Z's over everything, because Jay-Z's a businessman. So the first thing that comes to mind when I hear Jay-Z is what's going to be the better business decision between the two. And considering if we're factoring that, then Kendrick Lamar was the better option.
You think so?
I don't see Super Bowl's going to sell out regardless.
Well, I don't know, because what is it? The Taylor Swift and whatever Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce,
yeah. They're theoretically, a lot of people speculate that they're together because Taylor Swift being with Travis Kelce would bring more younger viewership to the Super Bowl, because that's why they even have, like, they zoom in on Taylor Swift while she's drinking a drink or while she's dancing, because people look for that representation.
Bro, look here. The football NFL is $1 billion industry. What Taylor Swift doing and with the Swifties and all that shit is a drop in a fucking bucket. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. People gonna watch football regardless. You know how much money for, not even just talking about, I'm gonna just say the league just as its own. I'm gonna put that to the side. With DraftKings, with fantasy football, with all the other shit that the NFL got going on, you think Taylor Swift is really carrying some shit?
I think so, bro. Is there a whole lot of money to be made outside of Taylor Swift? Absolutely. They're gonna make their money.
Okay.
So you're saying that they were going to make so much more money with Kendrick over Lil Wayne?
Going off of, I don't know, because now Napsy Beauty, that goes into Napsy Beauty's question. She said, "Do you believe K-Dot has a better performance presence than Lil Wayne?"
No.
Right now, yes.
No.
Yes, right now, yes.
A performance?
Yes,
Where's this performance that was better than Weezy?
Look, K-Dot just came off maybe, 6 months before he started this beef from a war tour that was generating a lot of money. He has a performance like right now, yes.
Right, a performance presence is what she's asking.
Right now, yes. If you want to go back in the day, no. But right now, as this moment, as we speaking right now, yes.
No.
I can agree, absolutely right now, because I don't know when the last time Lil Wayne came out with something that would, like you said, like Usher he didn't have a song out on the radio that's popping at this very moment. But he was representing Vegas while he went to the Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar, I saw a thing that said, I don't know how true it is, but they said Not Like Us went like 5 times platinum. And it took like months for that song to drop from number 1 on the list.
Cool, they play Not Like Us. Songs. What else?
But we're talking about current, I'm talking about current visibility.
How long is the halftime show?
15 minutes.
You're not finna play Not Like Us for 15 minutes straight. So what
he
else?
He got a nice catalog that he can perform.
Cool, what else?
He got
what else?
He got a decent amount of
cool,
songs
what else?
that he's gonna have.
I'm with you. What else?
I'm not a K-Dot fan like that, so
All
I'm
right,
not
cool.
So I can't sit up there. But I know K-Dot has a decent amount of tracks and a catalog that's gonna make a good halftime show. Would it be better than Would it be better than Weezy right now? That's to who you ask. That's if you ask a Weezy fan, and that's if you ask a K-Dot fan.
You can be a fan of both, but what I'm saying is it's not no way. No way.
I've watched Kendrick Lamar concerts on YouTube. I've never been to one. I've never been to a Lil Wayne concert either. But Kendrick Lamar can definitely put on the show.
And that's all I'm saying.
Nobody's saying that he can't. What I'm saying is, first of all, to me, you're at home. This is home. If they wanted Kendrick, they could have brought his ass out when he was in Las Vegas.
He was
Los Angeles. Cool.
He came
cool. Then give somebody else the spotlight. He already been on the stage.
Now, to answer the question, what do you guys think about it? For me, I think it should have been Lil Wayne.
I do too. I ain't gonna say it not.
Yeah, I think
it's his hometown. Yeah, he represent all that stuff. But all I look at it is, in the last year to 2 years, what has Wayne done to get them to be like, okay, I got the catalog, but I'm still popping right now, like Kendrick Lamar and all that stuff.
They've brought out Prince. Prince ain't hit. They've hit like just they bring out random people. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just they don't have to have nothing popping.
Let's see. I'm trying to find.
Who was the lead for the LA shit?
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre. What did he have popping?
Nothing.
Okay.
See, let's see. So these are. I was trying to find a list of like his biggest songs, and this is
"Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst." All right, yeah, play that.
And Mad City, number 2. All Right was number 3. That's one of the first songs that came to my mind when they said he was going to be performing Untitled. Number 2, King Kunta.
King Kunta.
Of course, Not Like Us is going to be there.
They're going to probably close out the show with that.
Nah, what they're going to do is they're going to play Not Like Us, and they're going to play Poetic Justice with him and Drake.
Poetic Justice, what is it?
They gonna have
Don't
Drake
Kill My Vibe.
Then they're going to have Drake come out, and then, Wayne and Kendrick got a song together, too.
They ain't going to have Kendrick came out.
I don't know if you don't bring Wayne out, this is.
Sierra said, at this point, it seems like Jay-Z is just having his friends perform.
Yeah,
it should be Lil Wayne.
Fucking hater.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a hater, bro. I know haters. I can smell them niggas. I smell haters.
Oh shit, man.
So let's see, where is it? That was a thing right there.
What?
This girl, I don't want to derail the conversation.
So we all agree that it should be Wayne.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree that it should be Wayne.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. Kendrick, his song was popping over the summer, you know, and
To me, it was kind of surprising because I thought everything Lil Wayne had, that shit sold up, to be honest with you. It was so surprising when I heard people like, oh, Kendrick Lamar got the halftime show. I'm like, man, this shit, yeah. I know Wayne got that shit.
Let's see.
you say Wayne may have declined. He may have. I mean,
well,
Wayne,
no. Well, I saw
Wayne
a video.
look crazy as hell.
He sound crazy too.
I saw a video of him saying that he was disappointed.
He did. He said he done the crowd.
So I mean, yeah, if that were the case, then I would have wagered that he didn't turn it down.